hope you like some Raker, because I've added some Raker videos with your Raker videos and then some more Raker videos. Did you know subscribing here on YouTube and following on Twitch are both free ways you can support my vintage content? Okay, I'm recording round one. Looks like we're up against Matt, who's been testing a Wheel of Fortune deck. That could be a problem for us as we are on the draw here. We do have a turn one car, plus maybe a Tezzeret on Bauble, but might also be too slow if my opponent just hits us with the wheels and deals. This is like a all-in wheeling, does machines, artist talent kind of deck. Milled over a Lotus. Definitely going to need to get Tezzeret in play if we can. Don't think that will be easy by any means here. Might need a little bit more mana to do that. Because we can go Workshop, Monolith, Car, Soul Ring, Ruby, Tez. But then we have to get Chalice, which I guess is fine, so. I got Mind Break Trap, or sorry, I got Mental Missteps, which means I still will hit my opponent with Car, but I will not be able to get a Chalice on 0 to stop my opponent from wheeling us, which is not great. I was hoping to maybe hit a Lotus there or a Chalice, but my opponent has free reign here to do some wheels, so we'll see if we come out on the other side. I don't think this list is public yet, but it's a sweet one. Buy back Lotus, buy back Bauble, cast Wheel maybe. Didn't get Echo Beyond, so I don't know if he has a Twister or... Oh, there was an Echo Beyond. Okay, and I still have nothing, so he ripped a new Lotus off of his Echo. 1 life. Time Walk as well, or something else. Breacher Twister. Does machines. 2 artifacts got milled. He can buy back Lotus. Lotus Petal. Back up to 6. So he can... Oh, and Lion's Eye Diamond. So he's got about 1 million. Breacher. Twister. Yep. Unfortunately, we have to play this. Let him do this because there's always a chance he can brick. This is basically a vintage version of like the Killer Bee style decks in Legacy. I'm not a huge fan, but can definitely work. This is simply a die roll diff. We win the die roll, we win. We lose the die roll, we lose. Also, that mental misstep was killer, because if the mental misstep doesn't resolve, we get to Chalice on 0, and I don't think he's comboing through Chalice on 0 here. So the mental misstep saved the day. But I mean, we're getting close to deterministic here, so maybe we can pack it up soon. I don't know. I feel like people probably want to see this thing doing its thing. Not sure though. Boomerang back that does machines. Now we've got an artist talent. Artist talent gets leveled up, does machines. It's pretty hard to brick when there's nothing stopping it, really, so. But he doesn't really, yeah, there's like no win con in this deck besides just wheeling a million times, getting rid of all the things. So, I think you still kind of have to let it go. But I guess there are 3 more echoes, so maybe not a useful use of our time here. Because the time walks can come back after each one, and those are the twister can come back after each one. So each echo represents 2 echoes, really. Oh, we've added a Narset. Makes sense. There's an echo. So yeah, basically the idea is to have enough draw after every one to get to your time walk every time. And once he finds a time walk with like enough hole breachers in play, usually, like you don't always have a construct token, but enough hole breachers in play, then you can just attack for a win. But I don't know. Because once you start doing this, it always works, basically. But there's a lot of ways where you're not allowed to do this. Like if I had the Chalice or the Vexing Bauble, or if your opponent has a Bowmaster, or a way to stop you from casting multiple spells, or anything like that. So it's kind of awkward. Well, I guess the echoes don't actually get exiled unless they're flashed back. So if you just have enough mana where you don't have to exile the echo, then you actually get another echo. Okay, so this is like really no way you can brick at all. Unless you just like don't hit enough of your cards to find your time walk. But you have artist talent, so it seems pretty impossible. There's also the fact that these does machines can upgrade to level 3 where they become Tesulties, and then you can just stand up one of your treasure tokens here. And if you have 4 of those, that's another 12 damage. There's the time walk. So we can concede to that because that is deterministic. Yeah, not much to say. We do have 4 mind break traps though. I think we'll probably be on defense grids here as well. We want to be on these, but we can take out these Talon gates. Those are not necessary here. I do like the idea of Karn here. I don't think this Natal is necessary. We can probably trim on like a key. And maybe we just play on the play. We don't play as many mind break traps. I kind of don't know if I might just not play these defense grids. I might just play the pile of mind break traps instead. All right. That's a keep for me. I got a car. Always no, always yes. And mental misstep again. I was wanting to see if he had like a trap so that if I played this Chalice on 0, I could play around trap or something. But now there's a Chalice of 0 and 16 haste on turn 1. Should be game. Yeah, I don't know. Basically, most keepable hands here. Car life. I think these Chalices and Vexing Bubbles are still good even on the draw because our opponent's deck is so geared towards that. I could bring in Dismembers to try to beat the Hull Breachers. That actually might be worthwhile. I actually do think that's probably worthwhile. But what do I trim for that? I think I'll take the Chalice out on the draw because like I can get Bobble at that point most of the time anyways. Not all the time, like we saw after the other game 1, but I think it's probably worth maybe we can go down even more lands. I don't know if that's true, but I want to try that. Opponent's deck does have forces and stuff and traps and things. We just have they either haven't opened with them or decided to keep hands that were more combo based, or even just risked it because you know, just playing a car off of a workshop doesn't always represent a car being lethal, right? I can't imagine putting this hand back though. Got a lot of anti measures here. Don't have like the strongest opener hand, but it's not even like that bad either. No play from my opponent. Is it ancestral on my upkeep? It's not. I think what I'm going to do here is open on Saga. That way I'm closer to getting a Vault Key, and that means they have to counter my Time Vault next turn. Or I could even start with Raker. I could even make Constructs, but I don't know. Yeah, I actually think I somewhat like the idea of a Construct. I'm like playing against a bunch of consigns here. Though it does mean that, I mean, I guess it means I have some flexibility on this, but okay. So now what I can do is I can get a Vexing Bauble. I guess a Vexing Bauble isn't actually good because it turns off my Mental Misstep for their consign, right? What I can do here is get a bunch of mana is what I can do. So what I should probably do is just get a Mana Vault. Are they consigning the search? Are they playing a Hull Breacher? If this is a Hull Breacher, then I just win with Vault Key. Double consign to stop the search. That's totally fine. I'm gonna play Tez. Got forced. Okay. All right, I'll just play a car out then. Got everything forced basically, but I'm still not in a terrible spot really. I guess if he doesn't play into trap though, that then doesn't really help me. Monolith. So if I go Monolith, Raker, Time Vault. No, just have to play Ring, really. I think I just go. I still think I play Monolith out. This doesn't need to draw very much to become lethal. Oh, they have the Hull Breacher. Okay. So this is only my my second spell. So I would need to be able to like get a consign off of them. They're just actually gonna wheel and deal me, and I'm not even gonna have anything. It's quite brutal, actually. They just like played slow, had a million lands. But this is still 2 attacks. So if they don't exactly have a Twister in their hand right now, then we win. Okay, looks like they just flooded out. Weird game. There's no reason not to first play this Raker. Did I bait a consign? What did I bait? A force? I beat a mind break trap. Okay. Yep. So I have a new thing. Now at least I can't get Hull Breacher wheeled. So even though we just had like a nice solid threat density. What did they draw? They drew a wheel? They drew a stock up. Okay. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana at the moment. So, and now I can trap whatever their last card is. If they didn't need to play the Sapphire, it was a mistake. But if they did need to play the Sapphire, then it had to be done. Okay, I can trap that, and we win. Interesting. This deck feels... I feel like we lucked out in this game because our opponent just had a bunch of counter magic and then needed to draw into the stock up like a turn earlier. They draw into the stock up the turn earlier, then we kind of just lose. So I don't think that really helped me.
GG's.
Yo, GG's. Those were kind of interesting, but
Yeah,
obviously non-games.
I drew 3 lands, so it was not
Yeah.
ideal.
Well, like game 1, your mental misstep saved you. Because I could just get Chalice and then you're locked out of it, really.
I mean, game 2, your Chalice saved you because I turned 1 Hercules Recall.
Turn 1 Hercules Recall, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, play, draw, small changes. Free counter magic. That's vintage right now.
Maybe I wasn't supposed to keep that hand. It was 2 lands, 2 force, Mindbreak Trap, Consign, and then I drew 3 lands. Oh no, I deleted, yeah. And then I drew 3 lands.
Nah, I don't know. Like your 4 dust machines, 4 stock up, right? You just like were 1 turn late on your stock up, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, like at any point in this game, you're like a little weak to getting trapped, but there were times where you like had Hull Breacher, and if you just like have the 1 wheel, you just do the wheel thing. So
yeah, if I had the wheel, which I have 5 wheels, so
yeah.
and
The thing is, like all of your times where you like draw into wheel don't really work, but the time, or sorry, like dig into wheel. I guess not all of them, but like
I dug into wheel game 1 and it worked pretty well.
Yeah, for sure. You had yeah, because you had nothing restricting your mana, because misstep stopped Tez Chalice, right? Yep.
Yep.
Oh, GG's.
GG's.
Okay, back for round 2. Won the die roll. Looks like we're up against the Luris. Confirmed. I've got a Tezzeret and a misstep and no other action. Not thrilled about that idea. But getting a bauble and then building up my Tez and getting a top, I don't know, it seems like it's probably fine. I think I just go Ancient Tomb, Mana Vault. So I guess this is fine, because I could save my misstep even then with like Ruby Monolith, maybe? I'm not sure. This is not a trappable Tezzeret, but it is a negatable Tezzeret, and that's enough to be a problem. Yeah. So now we're kind of not in the best spot. So maybe I was just supposed to mulligan. Feels hard to pass up like this much mana with a threat on turn 1 that it's pretty close to a must force. If they don't have a force, then I lock them pretty heavily underneath Vexing Bauble. I still, I can play through a Spell Pierce pretty easily, getting a top next turn because I have so much mana. I don't know. I could be convinced that I'm supposed to mulligan that hand to something that has 2 threats. But also, I have a lot of threats in my deck. I don't know. Guess we'll see how this goes. Should I save that hand? I just should have saved that hand. Would you keep Tomb City, Mana Vault, Monolith, Tez, Ruby, Mental Misstep on the play versus Luris? That's like not good. Oof, there it is. Okay. Well, this game is not good. It also was a forced Black Lotus Oof Wasteland game, so not sure. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear that the bobble would have been good if it got to that point. We can still win this game. I've ground out these versus bug before, but we do need to draw like a bunch of things that do something in a row, which is not easy to do. This is a frog. It's pretty much the beginning of the end. If it's another oof, it's pretty bad too. So we wouldn't have really drawn the action we were looking for. I mean, Saga would be better if this was an Ancient Tomb, I will say that. I mean, I don't have a choice, right? I just have to hope I rip an Ancient Tomb. All right, I think if I could go back, I would have mulliganed this hand. Though, to be fair, like, double threat against turn 1 oof is still not even that good. But this is also pretty high on the list of possible bug hands. So, yeah. Okay. Flush Raker is the kind of card I want to draw in this spot, but it's definitely too late at this point. Okay. So we'll play this. This is the first time I've been playing this matchup with a Stone Coil Serpent that I can tutor for, which is cool. Stone Coils, Masticores, Defense Grids come in. Dismembers come in. And then we trim down on activated effects. I hate Karn. I don't like the ring. Take out a key. Take out another key, maybe. I'm not as big on trimming the top effects just because they are, good for car and good for your Raker kill. So I kind of tend not to trim those, but you could probably trim a top there. Not sure. So far, I've been winning most of my matches against Bug with Raker, but I can definitely see the types of matches you'll lose. Games like that are pretty good examples of why a bug deck could be good. But I also think that a lot of that was just me maybe taking not using my London Mulligan very well. I could definitely be convinced I was supposed to go back and I mean don't even need to be convinced. I think I would go back and I would try that again. Because I don't know, the deck is so strong and London Mulligan is so powerful, you might as well, right? I will say that that line of thinking has gotten me into trouble in recent challenges with like getting rid of medium sevens, having unkeepable sixes, and having to keep fives. But yep, that is kind of where I'm at with London Mulligan. It feels like and especially with decks are so powerful right now and so fast. You don't really want to be caught with a low threat density and a low or a low speed or both. try again. See if I can play this one a little bit better. These kind of things are really important to talk about because a deck like Raker, most of your most important decisions will come inside of mulliganing. So this hand slaps. So yeah, I love these hands, but this is not a car break. So I just have to figure out how I want to sequence this because I mean, I think I just have to go defense grid into bobble. Oh, defense grid just resolves. Okay, so I'm gonna try to wait out a turn here and see if I can draw another spell that lets me crack my Fantastic card. Like if they wasteland me, I still should have some ability to do that. So unless they, so like, it's really weird because you want to play this defense grid before the bobble, but if I had played the bobble, I'd be better off against like Mox. Oof. Really weird. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm supposed to just go bobble, go. But like the defense grid is so much harder to cast, and this is going to defend me against Spell Pierce and Consign as well, and Vigor. Well, I guess this also hits Vigor, but I'm not really sure. If I had like another 0 or something, then obviously if I go bobble, then I can go monolith car break, but I don't. Any non-creature spell that I can cast is gonna break this car next turn. Though there's, I guess, like a world where I get wastelanded, and maybe I don't have enough mana to do that. I would have to draw 0 at that point. I don't know. Opponent has perfect information though. They have a Gataxian Probe. We'll see what they do with it. Now they have the Mox. They have double Mox. So I'm certainly regretting my choices here. They can actually play Force of Will now. That's actually crazy. What is it with bug players and having crazy mana like that? All right. Even if I play a bauble, they can pay 3 mana, and so the bauble won't even stop. So it's not like the bauble is actually doing anything here besides breaking open my car. So I am going to deploy a car and see if they force it. I'm going to play a monolith. Maybe they have a mind break trap. Again, I don't know that that matters. I think I just have to play all my things. They can have vigor, I guess. They can only have, I can, they can have vigor now and then force over the top because I sequence this way instead of sequencing bauble first. So maybe that was a mistake. So yeah, maybe I was supposed to sequence bauble before Tezzeret so that if they have, Okay, well, I think I messed that up. I think I should have gone bauble first. This way, like, lets me get more Tezzeret counters, but this means they have a little bit more free reign on 3 mana vigor here. I mean, they'd always have 3 mana vigor, but then I could at least play around like having a force and like a trap after. Sure. Okay, so they're just not even gonna bother. Okay, that's not that bad. It's not good for me. But the only way this happens is if my opponent has Lotus or double Moxin in their bug deck, which is just not a realistic thing. I don't think I'm supposed to search. So, yeah. They bought Luris. Okay. New car. Let's play car. Do I want to try to get to Tez ulti? I don't think so. I think I'm just supposed to get a top. Am I supposed to hold my Talon gates so that I can phase out a oof, probably. Let's just naturally draw with this top and see if we have anything more. Okay. That's an interesting one, too. All right, so they have a Luris. How much do we even care? So we can break this car next turn by doing top, search for top, and then cast tops a million times with this workshop. And we still have defense grid, so should be interesting. They could like hard cast a vigor on their turn here, killing like defense grid car. Lots of cool things. This has been an interesting game. Just kind of a weird one. The good news here is even if they play like an oof or something, we have multiple ways to answer. And even if they play double oof, we have multiple ways that we can actually answer. If they crack any of these fetches, okay, they did not crack any fetches, so they can play a counter spell here, which might be what they're doing. They could also play Abrupt Decay and pay, so lots of interesting things. I'm not gonna stand this up to play around like Fatal Push. I am gonna naturally draw. I guess I have a Bowmaster. Let's see what that card is. No reason not to put that in play. Oh, I'm stupid. I had to wait on the naturally draw. I guess I can crack my bauble. I should not have naturally drawn. I had to get both of the things in play first. So big mistake on my part. I was too distracted talking here. I wanted to see my other card first, but I should have just done this. All right, so now we're going to see if our opponent has an answer here to the car. They have a trap for 3. That's fine. I will spin my top and look for any spell to break car. Car breaks car. I can also do a really fun one. I actually could have... I didn't stand up my car, but if I had stood up my car, I could have dismembered my car to break my car, which is pretty funny. Either way, they're going to die, and it's fine. And I even get a new car after all that. Beep, beep. Also, I have a Tez ulti next turn for fun. Yeah, I mean, this deck's so stupid. Glad I pointed out the Dismember, though. That's a cool play. What do you think about that game 1 hand, Matt? Would you have kept it? It's in the land run chat.
On the play.
On the play, Tomb City, Monolith, Mana Vault, Tez, Ruby, Mental Misstep versus Revealed Luris.
I think we mulligan. Yeah, I'd mulligan.
Mulligan.
Well, I mean, they forced Tez, you've got nothing.
Yeah, but it is a must force, right? And you're still full mana to do. You can even theoretically draw car and flip car on the next turn too.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I wanted to mulligan it too, but I kept it because I thought, you know, Tez is a must counter. They don't know it's a must counter really, but they kind of always do. So it's a little weird. Because like Tez doesn't get countered, you bobble, and you're protected from misstep because you have misstep, and then bobble turns everything off, and then you just get a Sensei top. But I ended up getting like Tez negated, and then my opponent went Lotus Oof Wasteland or something. So kind of a 1% draw, anyways. Right, can we get a game 3 on the draw versus this Luris bug deck? So far in testing, I have not felt that this matchup is bad. I feel pretty good about it. One of the things is it's just so hard to have answers to all the different things that Raker presents. They have another Lotus opener. I mean, if they have a Lotus, oof. Is it gonna? I get they can't oof and frog with their Lotus, but okay, just frog, frog null rod, frog bowmaster. Interesting. Okay. Probe. Does that change? I mean, I think I'm not even casting it. The problem is I can't play both my flush rakers. I could Tezzeret for a mana vault. Play a raker. I kind of want Tezzeret for a top, but I can't top combo through a bowmaster anyways. Doesn't play into Mindbreak Trap, but I also want to get a needle on Frog. I think the first thing I need to do is to play a Flesh Raker, so I'm not playing around days in any way. I think I'm... Oh God, they had Force too. What are these draws? All right, I mean, they don't have a Wasteland right now, so there's some upside here. This game is still winnable. Depends on their 2 draws off the top. Wasteland is the one I don't want to see. Time Walk, Ancestral, Force blue card. Top. Okay. Raker. Pearl. Pop. I could spin and draw if I found... What would I find that I would want to cast here? An Ancient Tomb to play a Tezzeret, maybe? They could shoot Raker. They could shoot Spawn itself. I think I would rather just pass. I haven't played against a lot of Bowmasters recently. A lot of these bugless cut Bowmaster, which is funny to me because I think Bowmaster's still good against Raker. But a lot of cards they have now. Hop in the air makes sense. It's kind of why I wanted to get a needle going, because once you have a needle going, you can chump block this thing. But I also think Forge is my next play. Oh, never mind. I'm strip mine. I guess a Forge still can be my next play. 2 cards in my opponent's hand. We've got options. I'm just naturally drawing. Am I getting Vigored? Upkeep Vigor on my 2 Moxen.
Spin.
Just a spin. Okay. Ancient Tomb's second Flesh Raker. But I can also just go these. I lose these Moxen. I draw Ancient Tomb. I play Forge, and then I play Key. So that's probably where I'm going. want Flesh Raker. So probably just pass. I do need to not block Frog to play Raker. Which I don't like. Not a fan of that. Maybe they'll discard and jump. Maybe I'm not supposed to keep this Raker. Is it like too much?
Oh, I like the Raker.
Yeah.
Because that lets you combo to win.
Well, I can't. Oh, you mean like enough spells that it just powers through the Bowmaster?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so they discarded the land and they're hopping Frog. That seems like a good outcome for us. So they have one draw here. They do have the ability to play a 2-drop. We don't want to see an oof, obviously. Nothing. Needle, like that.
No, it's 100%. It was 12. That puts them to 8. Tap, play, tap, play. Or you could just top deck a Mox.
Yeah, bro. What is this? What is this? Oh, just gaining life.
It does not take
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
Now you also have Tez. Oh,
Yeah,
that.
it's
And
just
a Mana Vault, why not? Oh, and a Lotus Spell.
This deck's so dumb, man. Oh,
Oh, and
also
you have
infinite
infinite
turns.
turns.
Imagine me thinking I wasn't gonna play this deck. Jeez. All right, 2-0 on to round 3. I've got questionably awesome across the table, and I have
Oh, you're versus whatchamacallit? Initiative.
initiative.
Yep.
I was gonna keep this hand, but now this is like pretty borderline, right?
I mean, you almost do a lot of things. I don't hate going
If it was
ancient.
Luris, like we have top stuff, right?
Yeah, I don't hate going ancient tomb, tops, spin and pray. Yeah, no, that's not great.
It's like pretty bad against Chancellor too.
Yeah, I think we just hit the mulligan.
Feels kind of bad. That also feels bad. It's just like not the cards you want to see against mono white. I mean, do have a talent gates, but if they, I mean, we have a man because we have to play the Mox in case we get void mirrored.
Yeah, I don't hate it. We're on the play. We have a Mox. We have spin. We have Gitaxian Probe.
Put this back. They have a Chancellor or are they mulliganed? They mulliganed. Gotta go. Like, okay.
Hey, you crushed them. Nice one.
Well, yep. Mono white matchup is great. I'm not beating the paid actor allegations. Okay, 3-0 with the asterisks. Not the strongest hand, but lots of mana. Some amount of interaction if we're the mirror. I kind of like it. Not thrilled, but Emerald and Tomb and Tez and Chalice. It's like a mirror. How am I feeling about a Chalice? Not great, all things considered. Oh, Mana Crypts. You can't car me here, but key. I don't think a key matters unless they... A key only matters if they ring me. I want to be able to counter a Sensei's top. Or that. Well, waiting paid off there. Oh, they had a top as well. All right, well... Tez. So I have lethal on turn 2 if I can make it to turn 2. What is the best way I can make it to turn 2? It would be needling a Sensei's top, but I don't have the ability to do that. I also have a lethal turn 2 with Raker as well. The answer is probably just play Raker. Just gives me the most possible options. And I still have Tez Key if they, like, go hard on trying to stop Raker somehow. I mean, I don't know. Like, all they have here is a bunch of looks, a million looks. The good news is that this beats Ring, whereas this won't beat Ring. So they have looks, they have draws, and they have shuffle. So I expect them to play something here. Oh, I guess that I just killed myself with a car, right? So that was probably a mistake. Oh, they just have natural bulky. Okay. I mean, I wasn't beating that ever, so I think my play was bad because I mean, I'm just dead to the car anyway because I need to use this Ancient Tomb to work. So that doesn't seem like it matters. Obviously, my opponent has a Mana Crypt in play, but I just don't think that matters here. I'm not going to play that all the way out. So I'm on the play. These are the cards I'm looking for, maybe playing here. Still trying to figure out if you're supposed to play Dismember. I still think you're supposed to keep in Chalice on the play and Bauble on the play. So I might just cut Probe. Wow, what a weird mirror plan. I was looking at someone's mirror plan. I don't really like these Talon Gates. I don't think these are good. But if I don't like Talon Gates, do I really like Dismember? You know? It's a question I have for sure. I don't think I need both of these on the play. Yeah, I don't agree with the... I don't like that other plan. I do need to cut cards. So I don't know how the hell I'm doing that. Try this. I'm still trying a bunch of different things. I don't know the answer. I don't like the idea of cutting Tezzerats, which someone had suggested. This is really a great hand because I can't die. I open with a ruby that a ring that is not actually trappable, and then I also still have follow up. Now, will they trap my... Ooh. Okay, I think I will hold these so I can make sure I flip a car. I think it's better than, like, getting an extra ring activation and playing into Mindbreak Trap. I don't think that actually helps me very much. Let's see what opponent's got for us here. Monolith. Raker. Sapphire. Top. Are we just going to die to a top combo if we don't have another ring? We don't have a lethal Fantasticar because... Yeah, so they have top turn 1 kill. So I might end up regretting not having Might end up regretting not having drawn more cards or tried to draw more cards here. So I need a new ring or I need to kill my opponent. I'm gonna start by drawing. That way we can get a ring that doesn't get trapped. Okay, those all actually work. Needle and Dismember both work. So for me, I have cast one spell. My opponent can only have, I mean, they could technically have 3 traps, but we can do a couple different things here. I can play a car. Because I can technically kill my opponent with a Tezzeret ulti. Okay, so I think I'm going to go Ancient Tomb, car to play around Mindbreak Trap for that. This doesn't actually work the way I want it to because I don't know if I can actually get the Tezzeret high enough. Because I don't want to end up without enough mana. Like if they were to trap the monolith and leave me with no mana, you know? So this doesn't actually get me there. Because I would need to play a bunch more spells. So what I can do is get the Vexing Bauble off the Tezzeret. That doesn't help me either, because... Okay. I will just Dismember on their turn then. I could have maybe drawn more cards with the ring. I could have dealt 1 more damage. Does that help me? Not really. I feel like there was something better I could have done with this sequence. I don't know. Because now I'm getting... I just couldn't play a bauble and both. If they have the trap. They don't have the trap. Okay. Sensei's top does it then. I don't have to actually worry about this. So I think I probably sequenced this badly. I don't know. Like, I want to play around trap. What does this do exactly? EE? EE would work here. Search EE, play EE, blow up EE. All right, I'm gonna... I don't want them to get another cast trigger, so I'm just gonna Dismember this now. I am taking as many as 6 on my next turn here. But I do have a draw on a Tezzeret ulti, so I should just win no matter what. Okay. I don't know if they had an E or not, but I kind of wanted to play around taking an extra damage there or making an extra token. Wait, I guess they can't blow up their token if as long as I kill the Raker. And that's my only opportunity to kill the Raker, right? So I think that's just the play I have to make in case they do have it. Now I can definitely take Bauble out. And maybe just bring a key back in. I think that Tezzeret's really important in the mirror.
I think it's just always important.
Well, I mean, I was looking at Max's, how he was playing the mirror, and I don't think I like how he was playing the mirror.
That's fair. I like this hand, but
Yeah, sounds fine. Like it's might die,
can't ring
but
till turn 2. That's fine.
we have like backdoor chances of playing a ring on turn 1 too as well. So it's just a ring, or is it a car? It's a raker. Well, we should hopefully cover top kill. My opponent had turn 1 top kill last game. I just had the ring, so it was good. Right, I'm definitely just firing that off. Okay. Help. So far, these
Not bad.
dismembers have looked good. I will admit I may be wrong on the dismember. Can I even play the dismember though?
You'll have to tap the Grim Monolith if you play it, which is kind of rough because you really want to play it out this turn.
The problem is if I don't play a monolith this turn, we're super far behind, right?
Yeah, I think you just have to.
And you want me to hold the monolith for ring, or do you want me to just play this raker? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I don't have enough mana to play ring. I don't want to run into mind break trap either. I think I just pass and see if they have anything. And on the next turn, ring. 1, 2. I could play Time Vault Dismember, but then I can't, because I could still play ring on the next turn.
Yeah.
I think that works better, right? It runs into trap. But
I like just waiting here, but both are good options. I just like because next turn, if you go Grim Ruby Ring and you then have 3 mana, although I guess you can't Raker off of that. I don't know. It's tough.
try passing. I'm really trying to not run into mind break trap here. Because my opponent didn't play another follow-up, which means their hand is like lands, mind break traps, or 4-drops. I think I'm still supposed to wait until they show me a top to dismember, because I need this mana.
We still have the same draw, like outs towards one ringing next turn. Because if we draw any Moxen or something like that, it still gets us.
I do need to be careful with my life total, though.
Yes.
Maybe I just had to dismember to save life. With the forge on the stack. But I really need to cast ring, right? Like, so I'm trying really hard not to. Oh, they kept in Talon Gates. I don't like that. Tez. A new ring. Interesting. I would never have done that. I want to hold my ring so I don't die on the next turn. It lets them keep going, so maybe it's worth it. I just not have enough life left after all this. They haven't even played. They did play a land. Untap Mana Crypt. Oh, this went really badly.
Yeah.
Man, Mystic Forge is crazy. Even the brick. Please brick. I guess they can't even brick. There's a key on a ring. Yeah, this was not good for me. I think my only other... They were down to 1, so maybe they just like, had no trap. Okay. They're finally attacking. I'm at 6. The problem is, like, passing back to them is not going to work unless I draw Karn, right?
Yeah.
I guess I can take infinite turns still. How do I sequence this? Because I have to play around trap still. Maybe it's just monolith, ring. Still leaves me with a colorless. Raw. Workshop. Doesn't do anything. So I just have to hope I don't get Karn with them drawing their whole deck. Seems impossible. Does killing this Raker do anything? Not really, right?
No, I think we just drop our Raker in.
What is this? Dismember? I mean, that might give me an out. Honestly, that might give me an out. They use 4 life there.
Yeah.
See what happens. I have regrets in this game. But it was kind of just like, I think maybe I had to kill the Raker when they forged on the stack. It might just be too much. How much would they still have been able to do? I feel like they still would have been able to do a lot of that, right?
Yeah, they would have been able to do most of it. There's not really much that would have.
They are in Crypt range, and they don't really have very many ways to get rid of a Crypt besides Karn itself, I guess. But they should really get to Karn with 2 keys, so.
Probably.
And a Tezzeret. I'm gonna let them play it out, though. Because I am protected. Love to see it. Yeah, all I'm trying to do here is get them to lose a Crypt flip. I guess technically, if I like just draw a Tezzeret, I take turns. I have to get rid of my ring, but I will say I do feel like there is a certain amount of things you need to learn for this mirror. It's not like nothing. A lot of games will end on nothing just because of comparing draws, but they didn't draw 10 more cards here. They played a new ring, but they still have an active mana crypt. Like, I think my opponent should be pretty close to 100% to win this game if they had played this out the way I want them to play it out. But they didn't, so now they might still lose. Because yeah, I would have gone both keys on the ring, draw all the cards in your deck, as many cards as you can to find Karn, so that I can't do anything and you can Karn and kill your mana crypt. And obviously you still need to play a new ring to get rid of the ring so you don't die, but that's not that hard. Oh, we think they might also, the way they played game 1 and held on to game 1, they might still be on an EE list, so they can always EE their mana crypt, I guess, if they have it. We'll see. I know that EE lists were like only a thing for like one posting. They went for needle. So they're gonna needle the ring, or are they gonna needle time vault? Probably time vault. I do think that Tez needle is like really good in the mirror. just like tempo, like cutting off things. Time Vault was named. Okay, so again, they didn't draw, so they probably don't have Karn. I mean, they could still find Karn. And actually, wait, can't they guarantee this with just Sensei's Top off of Tez? That draws through your whole deck, right?
Yeah, it's guaranteed that they'll find card if
Yeah.
they want to do
Yeah,
it.
so if they wanted to not make this game a 50-50, all they have to do is search for a top with Tez, draw through the deck, and play Karn. Kill the mana crypt. I mean, I still have ring activation, so I don't know if they do anything besides like trying to get another ring in play. All right, none of that does anything, so 50-50. It's fine. 50-50 is more than I deserve in this game for sure, so. So anyone
No, that doesn't
watching
work that
this,
way. Oh, nice.
oh, there's no justice, bro. All right, so recap for anyone watching this. If you are playing the Raker Mirror, well, where do we start? Sensei's Top with your Raker and your Forge here will let you draw through your deck. So that will let you low. And even if your Karn is in the last 3 cards of your deck, at the last 3 cards, you can be spinning your top and finding it. Karn is going to make it so I can't make any plays. And Karn is going to make it so you can plus and kill your Mana Crypt and get rid of your way you can die. Obviously, getting Needle is good here as well, if you don't like get to the Karn, but you can always get to the Karn deterministically here. So, and you don't need to worry about like if your Karn is in your bottom 3, like I said, because you can spin, put your Karn on as your 3rd card down, and you're going to win with any number of turns. So, those are some lessons we can take here for the mirror.
In theory, you shouldn't have gotten 2 flips.
Also, I made a mistake because I am human. We just had that pointed out that even though I can't activate my Time Vault, I could still untap my Time Vault there, where I would keep Ring Protection, which would give my opponent double the chances I can of winning, because my opponent would have to go through at least 2 flips if they don't then find the Karn and kill off their Mana Crypt. Because the 1 Ring Protection lasts until your next turn, and Time Vault will skip at least only 1 turn. It will only skip 1 turn here, because you have to untap it. And then you can't pay for its replacement effect the other time. But so yeah, I actually made my own life harder. Gave myself less chances to win this game because I did miss that. Which is weird, because I thought about untapping it, but then I was like, oh, there's a Needle. Why would I untap it? But forgetting that I don't need to retap it again. So that's actually a really good point out. Everybody's doing things that they can improve on. That's magic. All right, here we go. Trophy match, round 5 versus the Italian PO Master. Maybe best PO player in the world nowadays. Tinker PO on the draw here. We have a nice hand, so obviously we're jamming. We'll see. He's a notorious multi-moxin gamer, so.
Okay, card so broken.
It really is, though. Just so
Yeah,
you know, I am recording, so it's okay. You can talk, but I just wanted to. Oh my god! No!
Oh, I think your opponent is more talented than you.
That wasn't what I said before you joined, yeah.
Time to scoop.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez. It's okay.
He makes
They both.
PO look so good.
Well, it's not like they can have this hand and then also just not brick, right? Like
Mm,
P out of brick sometimes playing PO.
You can't brick if you have Sapphire, which he had. So
You can't brick if you're him.
Yeah.
just gotta be
you
him.
should have been on the play, bro, and gone get the
I
bubble
think
on
we
the
lose
play.
this game on the if the Tezzeret resolves, it's fine, but what was
Yeah.
our sequence? Our sequence was Workshop, What is our sequence actually? Workshop, Soul Ring, Car.
So you have exactly 6 mana. So we go Workshop, Vault, Car with 2 mana floating. You can then play Soul Ring, play Tez, flip Car.
Yeah, and just
But
get
then we don't have
a Chalice or a Vexing Bauble. There's no way to get like a
yeah,
Vexing Bauble beforehand.
yeah, I think we have no mana floating on that because we have exactly 6, so we have to go for Chalice on 0. But we can go,
Chalice on
yeah,
0 is
Workshop and
fine
Vault.
because it's
Yeah,
post. I am considering scooping before showing my opponent my hand here.
I mean,
They stocked up.
pass a 3 mana.
I don't know. I've played against them enough times that I should just probably know. So I'm just gonna go with the line.
Yeah, you go Vault and then Car with two generic floating.
Oh, I could also. I can't play 2 cars pre-4.
No.
That's unfortunate. What would I need? I would need a Lotus to have 2 cars or something.
Yeah. So I think it should be pretty easy to trigger the second car because we're just gonna have top Tez hopefully.
I don't think this test is resolving, but
No. Well, it's worth a try.
yeah, I mean, I have signed up for no agency. I will cast my spells. Can't get a. I wish I could get a Bauble here. A Bauble is definitely better, but Chalice is not nothing. All right.
And we have 3 spells lined up for next turn. So we just need to draw one
Nope,
more
we're
spell.
dead.
Oh,
We got to show him our whole thing, and he gets to kill us. This is why Bauble is like so much better too, because of Citadel.
yeah. Okay, win the flip. Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
got him. Lethal range.
Lethal range, yeah. Oh, exactly. We've all lost from Bull lost to Citadel for a much higher of a life total than 16.
He might have also. Well, I didn't actually see if he went to get Tinker. He did get Tinker. Okay, I was gonna say he could go get like like a repeal or whatever, and just go for PO as well.
Wasn't there a known otter as well?
Yeah, there's an otter somewhere. Ancestral first card, not bad. Kicking an otter. I guess there's a world where if we draw a spell, what we could do is play top, use Tez, get Bauble. Play top, use Tez, get Bauble, play card, play spell.
Yeah.
So there's like a world where we can beat forces. No, he just hit Chain of Vapor off of that and Karn. Okay, get me out of here. I'm out of here. Wait a second. If I sack a workshop and I bounce Citadel, that's not even good.
Nope.
I don't think it's good at all. Unless he just doesn't chain. Or he just time walks. Okay, get me out of here. I don't need that in my life. I think all of our hate pieces are good. I don't think Talon Gates is good. I think Grid is fine. I don't actually know that Trap is that good against my opponent's deck, but it's better than Needle, so... I'll play 2. Die rolls. I gotta work on those. All right, what do we have? Yeah, I mean, get trapped and die.
Yeah. It's okay. We can have we have the top
We have top
top
key
key.
draws. Yeah, it's not bad. I guess technically we could. I guess there's no way if either of our one drops gets trapped that we can play rings still. I was thinking like play our one drops out with our Moxen for our because Academy is net 0 or net neutral. But maybe that's okay. Like maybe we are just supposed to play Mox top key. Yeah, I don't really want my Mox or my topper key to get trapped though. I mean, I could go Tomb top key Mox draw, but I don't even know that that's very good either. I guess if I go Mox top key all off of this, if I go Mox top jet key, maybe that's a sequence that's worth it.
Mhm.
Mox. Though sometimes he does counter fast mana. Let's see. This way, at least I'm not getting my.
Yeah.
Like
I may just
this is baiting a trap instead of on our ring. Like it could be on a key.
we could pass and just. I think it's way too cowardly to try to play around trap and ring next turn. I think we just have to jam.
Oh yeah, I mean if this all resolves, then
We just gotta send it.
I think I'm just sending it. Like I could draw and replay, but then at that point, like he can trap top, which I don't actually want to happen.
Yeah, I mean, well, if he does have the trap or the force here, we just get our ring trapped and then have the top set up to
Right, exactly.
rebuild. Yeah, we're not in the worst spot.
They mulled. Yeah, I mean he mulled a 5, so he's at 4 cards left.
Oh, it's good. He can't. It's still gonna be triple Mox PO.
Mana Crypt Tinker. Ancestral
Mana
Recall.
Crypt.
Ancestral Recall.
That's a good one.
Am I spinning upkeep? How
I
much
don't.
mana? I
I
have
don't.
1, 2, 3, 6. I have 6 mana. I think I am.
It's 8 with the ancient. I think you just want to draw.
Yeah, it's close because we have.
Those are fucking. Those are some bricks.
That's not that bad because, like I said, we're gonna do. So I'm gonna
So
use
yeah,
one of my colorless, play a grid, and then I'm gonna draw a million cards. I think I'm just gonna draw first, and then. Oh, I guess that. Yeah, you're right. I went one short now. I can't spin into a. Okay, that was terrible. Because I can't spin into a 4-drop now. Wait, I used my
yeah.
colorless? Whoops. Okay, I played this turn awfully. Yep. Played
Okay.
this
Well,
turn the worst I probably possibly could have played. So that's
yeah.
cool.
We just probably just want to float this trap.
Yeah, I mean, I
That
was.
doesn't work. Never mind. There's a grid in play. This doesn't
Yeah,
really
I wasn't
matter.
going to be able to do that. I wanted to leave. I tried leaving open a colorless so I could play Raker, but I failed. So. Okay, I played that really badly, and hopefully we don't die because of it.
So yeah, he didn't have any Moxes
Yeah.
last turn, so that's good. It's good. It's good for the home team.
I think I was not supposed to spin on upkeep, and I mean,
I
got us
think
to
you
the
had.
defense grid first, and I just lost out on my misstep.
Yeah, I just think you had so much mana that it was likely better just to draw than try to look for deep.
Yeah, I just figured we had so much mana that we could spin and make sure our first one was good, but stock up. That stock up is fine because they're not going to be able to
Yeah.
play through this grid unless they have Lotus Force or something. So, and we have a lot of looks again, and we can pass with Mindbreak Trap open too. So,
Yep.
so this time I have a Raker. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So our top 2 cards are Pearl, Mindbreak Trap.
I think it's Mindbreak Trap, Pearl.
Yeah,
But I actually can't hard cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and pay for grid.
I think we just try to hunt for the win. Try to hunt for a second top.
Yeah, I think that means I have to use my academy right here.
Yeah, and it's not, we can't really hold up 7 mana anyway.
Right.
So we
Too many.
think
That's
we
why I
just
didn't
get,
want to bring in too many Mindbreak Traps.
yeah.
This feels like a bad spot of my own making. But I have a lot of looks here, so it's probably fine. Nope, I missed. I can draw and at least get to Mindbreak Trap mana, right? So not hard cast, but I can at least pay for a Mindbreak Trap on their turn
Yep.
or a Mental Misstep. This top draw has not actually been as good as I'd hoped it would be.
No.
Upkeep Mystical. So that's Tinker. So we just have to counter that.
Yes.
I think I just take the damage. I mean, they could have force back up here if they wanted to because it's defense grid. This game is not exactly how I intended. Stock up, I guess. Yeah.
Yep. This is fine.
So we drawing top. We're casting top. We're looking again. Or we could draw first. Don't really want to draw first because, well, we know our next 2 cards are bad, so we kind of do want to draw first.
I think we do. Yeah, we do want to draw first. We don't want to spend mana looking at 1 new card. We'd rather spend mana looking at 2 new ones.
Oh, they hit Academy. That seems bad for us.
That's the worst possible. Okay. This could be worse. Could be worse.
Tinker. PO. This game has just been so bad. Lotus. Oh, God.
Lotus.
Lotus PO. No, spin. Can still PO, though. This grid has looked awful.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like you're just praying for your own downfall.
Well, I kind of thought I would have spells to protect. I just didn't have any spells to protect.
Yeah, we've got our own. We're protecting our own spell.
Here goes them. Yeah.
Okay, ritual.
Draw a card. Pretty good. This feels so bad. Was this game 2?
This was game 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Game 1, we got horrifically wrecked on the play or on the draw.
Yeah. PO.
Okay.
Yeah, PO. Oh, man. The Solarian Academy draw is just so fucked. But he did stock up twice, so. Maybe I'm just not supposed to play defense. Did I know that I was drawing trap misstep when I played defense grid? I knew I was drawing misstep,
No.
right?
I don't think we knew we were drawing trap.
I could have also like played slower and just like held up hardcast trap.
We set 7 mana.
Yeah. Could have done it. I don't think I played this sequence very well. Like, I definitely wanted to play.
Card.
Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna win, right?
Yes. Our top is a top, and we can't attack Karn very fast.
Yeah, I was supposed to use a spawn token there. Still have enough, right? I still have exactly 7.
Yep.
But I don't know that matters. Like, they're gonna have force at this point, so it doesn't actually help me. we know like all of our other cards are bad. And they can just make a million blockers. Yeah, I don't know. We just had like what, 6 blanks on the top? Hmm. I just like don't know if I actually want trap against this deck. Oh, he can just get it back with Karn. Fucking unbelievable. He's so good. Damn. All right. Yeah, so game 1, we just got game 1, lost the die roll. Game 2, I think if I could go back, I would probably do a bunch of different sequencing changes. I wouldn't spin on upkeep. I would maybe choose not to play defense grid until the point where I was trying to resolve something. The problem is, like, I kind of am trying to resolve something. Like, I can't let my Sensei's Top get countered, right? So
Yeah.
playing my defense grid out to make sure my Sensei's Top resolves makes sense to me. But maybe I could have been less aggressive with, like, replaying spells and spinning, and I could have maybe been passing and holding things up. But like the more I do that, the more my opponent just like casts stock ups and kills me. So I don't know. It just feels bad. But kind of a fake league anyways, so
Yeah.
Teofo, king of the POs.
Yeah, well, this deck still looks broken.
I do agree that this deck still looks broken. Oh boy. More vintage content on this YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you then.